Start stream. Alright. Should be live. Now I just need to make sure that I am. I'm trying out the like streaming to YouTube Shorts as well as my like normal streaming method. So that'll be interesting to see if that even works. I don't even know how to check that. But as we can see, I have not played any ranked yet this season, so we'll see how this goes. All right, it says, "Yep, I am live." Oh wait, I wonder if I can like check to see if it shows the live from like shorts. I don't even know how to check that. But let's get into it. Readying up. I gotta switch my back bling, man. I ain't in platinum, I'm in like unranked. So technically like bronze. A little bit slower because I'm not on the PS5. Actually, quite a bit slower. Oh, yeah, we already got someone in the chat. Yo, what up? Doing great. Really hoping I can do better this season than I did the previous 2 seasons where I get to, like, diamond and then that's it. But I'm a little bit more busy this season than the previous couple seasons. So I wonder how, hold on, how many, oh, and I didn't get to check how many players were playing ranked 0 build. Because right now I'm always just like checking to see how many players are playing it. Oh, yeah. Basically, how I got Unreal before was, it was Ballistic. I got together with a group of friends and then we just grinded Ballistic for like an entire Christmas one time. And so I got to Unreal. And apparently that counts for like for that season, even though it wasn't not even in that game. It wasn't even in actual Battle Royale. I just still somehow managed to get the cosmetics for it for that season. So if I ever get to Unreal, I can have a cosmetic for that. Strats, because now I don't think they're doing the like the back blings and the gliders anymore unless you like compete in the cup. Oh, dude, I have not played ranked on this map yet. I don't know where to drop. I guess we'll try dropping here first. Let's see. Oh wow, 97 player. I guess since this is like the starting rank thing, there are bots, which means there are more people. Because once you get into the higher ones, yeah. Yep. And Ballistic is quite the thing, honestly. Because in my opinion, it is easier to rank up in. I wonder if it still does count. Like, if I got to Unreal now, would it still count for this season to be Unreal? That is a good question. Also, the stream, it might take a little while for me to respond to any comments in chat because of just the latency of it all, where you send in the comment, it reaches me, and then I have to respond to it, and then the video catches up to that point, and I do not have a weapon. How did I close that door? Dude, I haven't played Fortnite in a while, actually. Yeah, I'll take that one over that one. Oh, 7 HP, bro. Okay. Oh, let's see what rank I get. Bronze 1. 20%. I think that's quite possibly the lowest I've ever gotten. Also, yeah, Ballistic right now only has the ranked modes of it. So, yeah. Because even back in the day when I got to Unreal there, the reason why I was playing the ranked modes was because that was the only mode available. Because I guess it just doesn't have enough players to having both a ranked mode and a non-ranked mode. But yeah, ooh, I'm in bronze 1. That's brutal. It's just gonna take some time for me to, get my skill back. But honestly, since I'm on the PS4, I'm much better with the PS4 controller than I am with the PS5 controller. So I think I should be able to be doing better than I was on the PS5. Which means getting higher than Diamond might actually be a possibility. It'll just really depend on if I'm actually going to be able to do good. Let's see, now where is the best spot to drop on this map? Because I've never actually, literally, I've played so far 1 round of ranked this entire chapter so far, so I have no idea where's good spots to drop on this map. I'm thinking maybe here, because I don't think I've really ever dropped there that much. Alright, aren't there ranked quests as well? I should probably eliminate players. Got it. That's brutal. That's a lot of players to eliminate. So what was that, 100 players? Yep, that's 100 players to eliminate. That's a lot of players. Could I do that? Well, if I kill on average around 3 people per match, that's still 30 matches, right? That's a lot. Although, when you get to the higher ranks... No, I lost my train of thought. I'd have no idea what I was talking about. Wonder how many players are in this POI. See, that's a strat, landing outside this POI. I think this might be my new job spot now. Depending on how much loot there actually is here, because slurp barrels, 30 shield, it's far enough out of the way that there's not going to be a lot of people here, but also there's not that much loot here. Especially with the small chance of chests actually spawning, it feels like. I think I'll go this loadout. I hear this SMG is mid, but I don't know. Oh, you're making food? What kind of food? Alright, pistol, no. The invisibility is not useful, to say the least. Because most of the time when you end up using the invisibility, the players are just on performance mode so they can see straight through it. Because when you're on the PS5 graphics, they're actually kind of invisible. But when you're on performance mode on a computer, it's you're basically highlighted with an outline. Let's be real. Ooh, challenge of search chest before the storm closes. The Stick of Truth isn't in ranked, right? Because that would be kind of absurd. Because the strats that people are pulling with that thing of going into a storm and using it, crazy. Now where? I don't know if the lack of players was the issue. What do you mean by that? Like, as in, like, if it wasn't lack of players, then, like, maybe player balance, like, there wasn't people playing that? Or, like, are you saying, like, the servers couldn't handle it? Also, nice food. Hope you enjoy it. Player swimming. Jump. Gotta get to them before they can... Yeah, it's a bot. Which is honestly a good thing, because that tells me that players are not landing at this POI. So this might actually be a good POI to drop at. I guess only time will tell. Because if nobody's actually dropping in this POI, then it doesn't make much sense to drop outside the POI. I might actually be able to drop inside the POI. 2 big pots or slurp? I think I'm taking the 2 big pots, honestly. I mean, I don't think the lack of players playing was the issue, as Rocket Racing had a similar low player count, but still here. Fair point. It's probably, like... You're right. Because now I'm thinking about it, it was probably more of, like, the way that that game mode fits in with the others. Like, because that type of game, like the first-person shooter, planting the bomb, that type of thing, is usually more popular with ranked stuff. So, like... Maybe it's just simpler to have it be always ranked instead of having it be a ranked and not ranked when you can, like, when most of the people who are playing it are there for the ranked mode. Like, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, because, yeah, it could not be about the players, but it could be the style of game is more of built to be ranked. And so it doesn't make much sense to not have it be ranked. Because the rank does give it a good progression feeling. Ugh. Oh. That was way too close. I could have played that way better. Let's just put it like that. Because if I didn't hit that max headshot with that shotgun, I was probably cooked. Probably I haven't looked into making some assumption. Yeah. Well, like, because here's the thing. We probably won't ever know why they took away a game mode like that, considering that it's just not the focus. Like, because I'm assuming, like, the reason why Rocket Racing stopped getting updates compared to, like, Ballistic is just because Rocket Racing was getting more updates more frequently with, you know, new maps, and that probably takes a lot more work and effort to do, and with the smaller player count like that, that's probably why that game mode stopped getting updates before Ballistic. Because Ballistic gets, like, what, one new map every couple of months, and they're not even fully textured, and the reason why they did that was so they could work on them faster, and also, like, you know, have a smaller team working on that. Where'd the chest go? It was on top. Oh, it must have been in the chimney. Alright. Oh, wait. Hold on. That didn't work. I don't see the thing popping up saying I'm the first person to forge something, so I don't think I was the first person to forge something in this match. Where? Haha, my aim is cracked. Ooh, 130. Nice. Oh, he had like mythics as well. Bro was kind of stacked. I don't even know what to take here. I guess I probably could drop this for that. The entire story of Ballistic. Yeah. Because, like, technically, Ballistic is still in early access. So technically it hasn't even fully been released yet, which is quite the thing, honestly. Oh, right, this is the one with the, if you dance on both sides, it opens up as more loot. But yeah, like, even though it doesn't get much updates, like, it is still pretty fun. Like, occasionally I will play it, but it's only, like, really fun to play if you have people to play with, because if not, then you're just up to the matchmaking system to see if you get teammates that are good. Because most of the time, when I'm not playing with people that I, like, know, it just ends up being usually me and, like, 2 other people who are actually fighting, and then everyone else has actually just left the match. But that could just be because I'm in a lower rank, and then changed when you're in the higher ranks. But I honestly, I have no idea. I haven't gotten up to one of those higher ranks since that first release. Yeah, I guess the main reason for, the main reason for the updates being so slow was just because there's not many people playing it, right? So they put a smaller team towards that, so they don't work on it as much and have as much content released here and there. Also, for that type of game, I've never played like an actual game like that, so I have no idea what a live service version of that would work like, because it's not like you can just keep adding more and more gadgets, right? Because at some point you just have too many. Yeah, didn't even crack my shield. But yeah, oh, I have a question. What is your favorite of the game modes that Fortnite has released? Like, not including like Blitz or Reload, but like Lego, Festival, Rocket Racing, Ballistic, that type of thing. I guess also the ones that would be included in that are Lego Expeditions and then the Lego City Simulator one. Oh, I'm just reading your comment. Oh no! Oh! Oh no! That's the one thing that I have not encountered yet, is actually having people talking in chat during one of these things, because most of the time I'm just here by myself. Well, obviously there's people watching, but like, not talking in chat. Anyway, back to lobby. Just catching up on what you're talking about. But I think I do get what you're saying. That would be a very interesting type of thing to add more than just the planting and blowing up the bomb. But again, yeah, that would take a lot more effort into crafting something like that. That is probably what they would have done if they had a bigger team on it. But again, I guess that's just not what Fortnite is like played for. I guess I am still in bronze, bro. Sometimes going through like, because this is me trying to get to my locker, right? Or like to the passes, and that's after, because that's to load this, then the shop, and then get to your locker. And sometimes you're just like, ew, because honestly, oh yeah, no, because it slows down with the compete tab as well. There's no fast way to get to locker if you're on something like this. So your favorite game mode is Festival. But before it was Lego. That does make somewhat sense, honestly. Because that's the one thing that I've noticed with Lego, is you do kind of get burnt out playing it. Because, like, I played a lot of the Lego Ninjago update, right? But after a certain amount of time, it's just like... I was just good. Like, I had played as much as I wanted to. And then I just went back to, like, normal Battle Royale. Alright, I was gonna check how many players are still in. 5,000. Yeah, that's about... Oh, wait, what? Services, blah, 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 blah. Huh. That's weird. I wonder why that happened. I also wonder what it means. I have no idea. Also, the fact that the PS4 Pro is struggling to go through the menus without stuttering is kind of ridiculous. Is my Wi-Fi, like, dead or something? Matchmaking error, try again. Hold on. I need to test something. Because that would suck. Checking to see if my computer can still load stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's just fine. But for some reason, it's not really working on this. Weird. See if I can actually load in this time. Because that would kind of suck if I can't even do that and I'm only here for like half an hour and I go from unranked to bronze 2. Bro, sometimes the system is weird. Because, like, how is the rank system supposed to work? Because I've gotten like 20 plus eliminations and the victory in the unranked match and then get put into like bronze 3 max, right? And so my question is, what is the ranked, like, what is it supposed to be? Why have the determine your rank feature if the highest it will put you is like bronze 3? Unless it's based off of what you've gotten in the past for ranks, and then it just picks what, like, it thinks you will be for in the ranks, but still have you enough to, like, climb up. So, like, if you were Unreal for, like, every single season, it would put you in, like, gold. Because that way you still have to climb up through the ranks, but you don't start through bronze and just demolish everyone. And it just, yeah. So maybe that's the case, but I don't know. Because I think it's a little bit more consistent than it was before. Also, this don't look like it's going too well. But yeah. I wonder how that's supposed to work. Because there have been times where I end up getting less rank, like on the first initial rank up, right? When you go into the unranked. Like, I've had times where I get like 10 eliminations but then die, and then I get less rank than when I just die straight off the bat. Because I've literally died straight off the bat and gotten into bronze 3, when other times when I get like the 20 eliminations on the victory and I get bronze 2, and I'm like, so it doesn't matter how good you do, and you end up in the same, like, you know, if you end up in the same spot, then why not just go to the first guy you see and die when you're playing unranked, because it doesn't really affect your rank. This queue is still going on for nearly 3 minutes now. And there's 5,000 people playing. Weird. I'm gonna try to load up Blitz to see if I can, like, actually get into a game mode that should load in pretty fast. Man. Missing the PS5 already. Error. Have a trouble, give another shot, but if the problem continues, check the blah blah blah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So realistically, if the Fortnite servers die right now, the first ones that you'd be able to see the player count dropping at would be Blitz. It's at 30,000 right now. So it turns out you haven't missed anything, bro. I haven't been able to get into a match for some reason. Just errors pop up, a bunch of gibberish. See, it looks like I'm well, because that's still finding server though, so that doesn't actually mean anything. Dude, sometimes it's hard to, like, keep up with all of the different game modes and stuff. Because, like, at least during Christmas, I was just really busy. Speaking of peak, 5 years later trailer? Or 5 years later talk. Ooh. What do you mean? Question mark. What are you looking for? Like, because I could talk about that all day. I'm actually a huge fan of Ben 10. You know, it was about 5 years ago when I first started watching Ben 10. So technically, this is 5 years later. Ah, hilarious. When episode 12 dropped, perhaps you may have heard. Oh? I have not heard of... I only started actually getting into 5 years later, like, when episode 12 dropped, right? Because before I knew about it, I just never really, like, got into it. Like, I'd read, like, the first 2 chapters, I think. But I never actually, like, got into it. And then I watched the motion comic for... Because I saw the episode 12 motion comic drop in, like, November. And I was like, oh, yo, this is actually looking pretty good. I should check this out. And then I did. And it was, like, actually really good. And I was like, oh, yo. And so then when episode 13 dropped, I was like, you know, might as well release a Ben 10 Fortnite video right around that exact same time. So it was actually, like, really fun. Also, this 2 minutes for finding a server on Blitz. I'm gonna relaunch Fortnite. Close application. Boom. Oh. Cooper, right? Yeah, yeah. So, I am very interested to see what they do with him, honestly, because, like, I have no idea if Fortnite's down, but the idea of Cooper, because Cooper, like, straight up just died there. And I'm assuming, like, here's the thing. They aren't, like, since this is a fan project, they don't have to bring him back. Like, if this was, like, studio mandated, you can't really kill anybody permanently. Technically, we don't see Cooper in any Ben 10,000 future, right? So, he could just be dead. Oh, not Cooper, Crunch from the Orion's God. Okay. I get what you're saying now. I forgot what that guy's name was. Yeah, waiting in queue for... Yeah, I think the Fortnite servers are down. That sucks. Yeah. Let me think. Is he really dead? It's again like what I was saying before with the whole since this is a fan project, they can technically do whatever they want. But like that is a good question. Did he actually cuz technically I don't feel like they're fully gonna allow all this stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, oh wow. Look at all the player counts. Yep. But it looks like it is back right now. I guess we'll load in and try. Alright, back to Crunch. So, here's the thing. Weybig got punched straight through the planet, right? Realistically, if they don't do something about that, if they don't reverse time on that, or if they don't, like, use Alien X to put it back together, everyone on Earth is dead within, like, a year, I would say, because of how all that stuff affects itself. And so, technically, that is Danny's Earth as well, so if they really wanted to go that route, they could. But I do have a feeling that some of this stuff is going to get undone. Because some of this stuff, like, I have a feeling that the way that the next episode is going to end is with some sort of time travel or some sort of undoing all this stuff. Because other than, like, it is, how are they going to beat Divinity? Because there's only one episode, there's only one chapter left, right? Found the similarities between Max and AF and Crunch. More care in the story I found interesting. Ooh. That's a good point, actually. I'm just curious, because I'm thinking about, like, where... Because if he was to not die there would have to be, like, a reason, and it has to... Like, with the laws of storytelling and everything like that, you'd want it to be able to be seen how he survives that. Because, like, when Max Tennyson died, or quote-unquote died in Alien Force, it was... He had a null void projector on him, right? And so that was his way of getting out of there, and that makes realistic sense. And so when you're writing a story like that, you want to have a reason for Crunch, like, surviving, right? And I'm trying to think, like, how would you have him survive that? Because the amalgamation of all of those different Ben 10 aliens doesn't exactly, like... Oh, yeah, I missed my job. Doesn't exactly, like, have one that specifically would get him away safely. But I don't know everything about Five Whale. I just got into it, so I don't know if, like... Yeah, everything that I know about it is literally just from the motion comic episodes. and like a couple of creator statements. But other than that, I'm very new into this whole thing, so I don't know anything on like the wiki or anything like that. But now I gotta lock in. Why am I loading? Oh, that could have been bad. There you go, he had minis. Oop, that could have been also really bad. Because I would have just wasted my big pot. The amount of times where I've done that, where I've used the big pot and then going, no, and then swapping off of it, and then it just uses it anyway, because that's not how big pots work anymore. Too many. Ooh, another person chatted. Another chatter. Hello. So basically, concept for the stream right now is I play 1 hour of ranked to see how far I can get, and then eventually I'll do like another stream where I play another hour, and then I try to get to as high of a rank before the season ends, before the rank resets, right? As you can tell, I am not the greatest, so that's where, you know, this all comes to play is, am I actually... Can I increase my skill level by just playing a singular hour of ranked today? Can any help me to get a sidekick? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, and then right now I'm also talking about 5 years later, which is a Ben 10 motion comic slash fan comic thing that a channel is doing. So I'll probably also be talking about that. I need Spike's sidekick. I am very confused at this moment because, like, not only do I not have the ability to gift people things, even if I could, I would have to friend someone, and then, because there's a 5-day period where you can't gift them anything after you just friend them. That was something I found out a while back. But yeah. Anyway, back to talking about 5 years later. That is a good point with the whole, like, them saying stay tuned to find out what happens later, because, like, a lot of stuff they can't fully talk about because it'll just end up spoiling it, right? And, like, you have to also not confirm it, but also not deny it, because that will, like, you know, hinder the storytelling, right? So, like, and dude, I'm very curious to see how this final chapter of this comic goes. Also, there's way more people dropping here than there was the first time. Because the idea of, like, yeah, I have no idea how he would survive that. Because you could make up, like, some sort of thing of, since they were using multiversal travel stuff, it just sends them to a different universe. But right now, that isn't really the vibe I'm getting from it, right? Because, not gonna lie, they're pretty good storytellers. And that is a fair point with the whole if they were gonna reveal it, they wouldn't reveal it on a live stream, because that does make sense. Also, there's players. Where are these? Oh, that's one. Where's the other guy, though? That's not what I wanted to replace. Oh, it's this the other guy? Did the other guy die? That's interesting. But yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the people working on 5YL right now are actually really talented writers. So I have no idea how it's going to all unfold, because this is the type of thing where I've only been able to predict like one thing actually that's going to happen in this thing, which was the fact that Future Fenton wasn't gonna be Danny. My first thought was maybe it was gonna be Ben, because the robotic arm that they had all the attachments on was the same arm as the Omnitrix would be on. But the one thing that canceled that theory out was the fact that, you know, Ben would probably die in the future, in the future of that timeline, because of that whole stuff. Guess I probably should have asked if you had seen that newest episode, because you haven't, newest chapter, because you haven't mentioned anything from it yet. So, spoilers if you hadn't seen it. Well, because here's the thing, I'm not necessarily debunking your theory. He very much, well, could come back. I just have no idea how they would, like... Because they could do it. Like, they're really talented. They could easily have him come back, and they could very easily also make it, like, make a ton of sense and have just be like, oh, of course he was going to come back because of how they did it. But I'm just not that talented of a theorizer to figure that out. Most of the time when I watch a show, it's, you know, already spoiled for me, so. Most of the time when I watch a show, I, like, watch it, like, 10 years after it's already, like, finished airing. And so I already know exactly how it's going to end. So I don't do a lot of theorizing when watching stuff. Yeah, honestly, so far, I think the best written part of 5YL was in Chapter 13. Not necessarily one part of it, but just the entire chapter, between the uses of Alien X and Divinity, and then also the conversations that are had between, like, Danny and his villain. I haven't watched any Phantom, so I don't have all their names memorized. And then Ben and Divinity, and having that whole thing. Well, that guy could have snuck up on me real bad. Man, that guy actually still hit me. That was impressive. And I'm at full health again. Siphon is honestly kind of really strong in ranked. Because, like, I don't even... There's so much heals, and I don't even need any of them. Made it. But yeah, I very much am still working on how to have a conversation / well, not quite really a conversation because chat, so it's a little bit harder because you don't get that, like, wait, slurps can stack up to 3? But, like, the idea of, like, talking about something while I'm playing ranked, because sometimes ranked can get pretty intense. So multitasking is an interesting thing that I still need to work on. But yeah, gotta be real with you. When I first heard of 5 Royale, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Oh man, the storm is so far away. Solely because, you know, it's a fan project. You wouldn't be expecting them to get the actual voice actor for Ben 10 in there, or like the amount of like crazy talent that they actually do. Now, is this the max stack size for a slurp? I have no idea. I should try turning on the oh, there's a player here. Oh, that gliding. Oh, that was painful. He didn't even damage me, but oh. Let's see. I've only gotten 4 kills? Bro, I feel like I've been killing guys like this entire match. Yeah, I also got sick during Christmas, which sucked. But, you know, I'm feeling a lot better now. Bro, you're not shooting at me. Got him. That has 8. Actually, good question. I don't have a lot of stuff that you can DM me on. I should really work on that. Trying to think. I have a Discord, but I have not been using Discord a lot, so I don't actually know how to... Actually, wait. I think I have an Instagram. Do I remember what all that stuff was? Nope. I guess I'll try to quickly pull that up when I finish this match. Maybe I should put that in like a community tab. Yeah, I'll put it in a community tab after the stream ends. Now, where did this guy go? I thought shockwaves were out of the game. Oh, they're probably removed, but not removed from these guys. Yo, Marty! Haha. Hollow Twister. Wait, wasn't that the boss? Why didn't he drop a mythic? Oh, because he would drop that mythic, and that mythic is obviously not in competitive. Okay, I get it. Oh no, I'm not going to be able to respond to chat because this is like getting way too intense. Still just trying to reach chat. I can't. Top 4, 7 kills. Not bad, not bad. I'm debating on what I want my next, like, bigger video to be. Because my previous bigger video was, you know, the Ben 10 one. Ooh, yo, invisibility? That's so great. Watch this, though. Oh, terrifying. I don't need to drink it because I got the slurp barrels. Let's go. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna throw down this launch pad for no reason. Just in case. Yeah, although it's not a high ranked game, cause that guy I'm pretty sure was either a bot or a very new player. I did not hit that right. So like, oh that was glass? When it comes to fighting real players, in my opinion, there's not much difference between fighting someone who's in bronze 1 and fighting someone who's in platinum, because for some reason whenever I come across guys, they're all about the same difficulty until you get to around Unreal. Once you start fighting Unreal players, that's when the difficulty starts going up. Guy died there. Is someone gonna go get that guy's loot? Apparently not. Wait, what? But guy was over there. I'm so confused. There's only me and one other player left. Where are these guys? There he is. I hit him for 21. Brutal. I need that high ground on him. Dude, I can't keep losing track of these guys. There he is. Not even a single one of my shots hit him, bro. Ooh. But, you know, I got second place. You know, that's good, right? Sadly, it wasn't over because he won. Ah! But bronze 3. Ooh, almost silver. And how long has the stream been going so far? Ooh, so it's been going for 53 minutes, so I have pretty much at max one more match I can play before the hour is over. Even though some of that hour was intruded by the servers crashing, I still count that as part of the hour. So hopefully we can get in with the next couple of, I think what, like 6 minutes? I mean, if this takes over 6 minutes and the servers are crashing again, I guess I should do it from the lobby, because that would make the most sense, because that way we could see the timer, right? And now we hit ready up. Ooh, level 186. Yeah, I'm not very good at this game. I've been playing this game for like 6 years now, and I still kind of suck at this game. My excuse is the fact that every single time they change up aim assist, it just makes it so you have to relearn how to aim all over again. And every single time I switch controllers or consoles, it just makes it so I have to relearn how to play again. But, you know, it's just an excuse. I just need to get better at the game, you know? Because that's how that works. Yeah. You should see me on keyboard and mouse. Oh, I can't even kill bots. So let's see. We got in with 4 minutes to spare, which means, yeah, realistically, unless we die, no, yeah, this is going to be the last match. I don't think there would be even enough time, even if I was to die to the first person possible, to then get back to lobby and ready up and get into another match. So yeah, this would be the last match. Classic ranked landing spot. Oh wow, I've gotten that many kills today? Because that challenge was at like 50 before, right? Which means I've gotten like 18 kills, right? I actually have no idea. I wasn't reading how many kills I had gotten when I pulled up that challenge. I know at least I've gotten like 10. But last match I got 7 kills, so that's not very impressive. Anyway, is this a good drop? Yeah, because if I'm going for that one there, that should be. You know, raging on Fortnite is interesting because on one hand it's just a game, and on the other hand it can be a really annoying game sometimes. Cause like, bro, yeah, last season sometimes it was just brutal. The amount of like shockwaves people had, it was a nightmare. People literally had multiple, like, full inventories of shockwaves, it felt like. Because I would literally have, like, 6 shockwaves, and I'd be like, alright, now there is no possible way for them to just, like, keep running, and then they would just keep running. Also, where did that guy shoot me from? See him. I'm going for it. Got him. Now, is the other guy alive? Who knows? What? Alright. No, I'm gonna keep these ones over the softened shotgun. Where would that guy have gone? Where would that guy's dead body be? If that guy killed the other guy, then where is he? I don't know. Alright, so this is my last match. And I gotta get, like, as many eliminations as possible because I'm pretty much guaranteed to rank up on this match because of how much I got in the previous match, right? Which means I just need to win this. Which, I mean, obviously it'd be best if I could, like, win every single round. Oh, sorry, my chat glitched out for a second, so I finally got to being able to read your comments. I've never seen that one before. Never seen that rage before. Up and down and Shotgun. 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 Are you kidding me? I just so happened to be attacking the guy who was at full health, so I get 1 kill instead of the 2. Bruh. That's crazy. Why does that always happen to me when I'm trying to kill a bot and they're fighting another bot? Is somehow I help the other bot kill the other guy before bro, it's actually wild. But also, all these bots here, there was not any real players. Well, okay, so there was one, I think. That guy seemed pretty real. And so, now we continue looking. I only have 2 kills because the bot killed the other bot. Blue pistol, got blue pistol. There's a boss in that spot right over there. But what boss is it? Like, what weapons will they drop? Because I don't think the boss medallion thingies are in the game right now. It's not like the self-revive is either, so